Secondly, when Peter says be considerate, I think it also includes this. Consider what she wants and give it when you can. Now, what I mean by that is simply what it says. If your wife wants something, give it to her if you can. Give it to her. Peter, he talks about be considerate and treat your wife with respect. Paul simplifies it by just saying love. That's what love does. Love gives to someone what they want when they can. See, our tendency is to think, wait, no, shouldn't it be fair? Sometimes we do what she wants and sometimes we do what I want. Well, that sounds fair, but God isn't interested in you being fair as a husband. God wants you to give to your wife what she wants whenever you can. That means, and by the way, God has never called your wife to do this. He's called you as a husband to do this. God has never called your wife to give you what you want, but God calls you to do that as a husband. That's God's calling to you. You want to go out to eat and she wants to go to this restaurant and you want to go to that restaurant? Guys, what should you do? Go to the one she wants to. When you talk about vacation, where should you go? Where does she want to go? Talk about how you're going to decorate a certain room in the house. What should you do? Decorate it the way she wants to. Why? Because that's what love does. And by the way, guys, if you live this way, and this is, love is selfless. And you think, well, wait a minute, that doesn't, guys are saying that doesn't sound very great. That means whatever she wants, we're supposed to do it her way. That's what I'm saying. And you say, I don't like that. Well, your wife didn't like some things the last 2 weeks either. So, just put up with it. If you begin to live your life saying, what my wife wants is what I'm going to try to do whenever I can, guess what happens? Following your leadership becomes a piece of cake. If the last 2 weeks, let me give you maybe one of the hardest things I'm going to say to you today, guys. If the last 2 weeks have been hard for your wife, maybe it's because you don't do this well. Because if you give her what she wants whenever you can, then following your leadership is pretty easy. My kids tease me about this all the time. My kids will say, Dad, can we? And for whatever reason, no, I don't think so. If my wife asks the very same question, I'm like, sure, let's do it. Like, Dad, you give Mom whatever she wants. Yep. Don't apologize for it either. Because if I'm to live with her in a considerate way, then to the best of my ability, if she wants something, I want to give it to her. That's what love does. You say, man, that just sounds like it's to her advantage. Yeah. So? Be considerate as you live with your wives. First of all, I think that means trying as best you can to see things from her perspective and to understand what she's saying. Secondly, find out what she wants and give it to her when you can.